Alright, I have got a replay here for you today. This is a game that I played on Saturday, which I'll be completely honest, there's been a lot of salt that happened between then and now, so I don't remember every single second of this replay off the top of my head. But I guess we're gonna deal with it, and we're just gonna go over it as it happens. So a few minor spoilers. This carrier is about to be fucking annoying as shit. There's a carrier bastard child in the Kearsarge. Yoshino, as long as you don't get shot by it or at very least hit by it, its HE is nasty, but other than that, you really don't care. Seattle radar, Congress radar, Jutland and Cossack for the two enemy destroyers, and a U-190 to piss me off because of course there would be. Now, I am in division with my friend here who we're on our what we call our tier 8 tear, which is literally just a Kaga and a kid or a Hornet and a kid, and we go out and we club people. And we were trying to actually sync drop with a couple of our guys on Discord. We were in like a really big voice call, and we were all trying to sync drop and grief each other. And we didn't get them this game, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Matchmaking does matchmaking things, and they got off easy from this, although they ended up kicking our ass later. Because the couple of games we did get them, like our entire fucking team folded in half. So, you know, that happens. Just wargaming things, just random things. My BGVs and the Kaga just went by and did like a quick spotting pass over by these right here. I think he's going to come back for the Seattle right here. And this Seattle, I'm expecting there to be a destroyer in front of him because why the fuck else would you push in a light cruiser if you don't if you don't have a destroyer in front of you? But no, this guy's he's just bad at the game, and he is going to kill himself on purpose for this. I think BGVs is lining up a strike on him right about now. I am going to eat a radar here, which is mildly annoying, but he is going to gamer turn in front of possibly a Musashi and in front of a Puerto Rico. And he's also not even going to shoot at the fucking destroyer that he radared as well. Honestly surprised that he survived that Puerto Rico salvo. Gonna eat a bunch of fucking Kaga torps because every time B plays Kaga, he just gets people who int into his torps. Destroyers, cruisers, you name it. I think he's even torped a submarine a couple of times as well. The fact that this guy's still alive is mildly annoying. But once this guy goes down, of course the fucking Puerto Rico gets him. Nice. But what matters is that he died more than anything. Their kill's not really worth a whole lot. Kills are worth, I think, like 1/6 HP. Or 1/6 of a health bar in terms of the XP rewards that you get for it. But these buffs right here are just playing in the open, so I'm going to take them. Theseus is going to come over here and grief my ass. Because, of course. Turn off my AA so that he won't get an accurate strike on me. So when you leave your AA on in a destroyer, this is a very big deal. When you get spotted by planes, obviously, sure, you can turn your AA on because you're spotted anyway. But as soon as those planes leave range, you need to immediately turn your AA off again. And what that does is instead of letting your gun bloom or your AA bloom all the way out to, in this case, 6 kilometers is my AA range, or I guess 5.8 kilometers, but we're just going to round it up to 6. Instead of your detection, because of your AA guns, blooming out to 6 kilometers and keeping you spotted, and consequently letting your letting the enemy carrier line up an accurate strike on you while you're spotted, while your AA guns are going. Turning off your AA, your detection suddenly becomes, in the case of Kid, 2.7 kilometers, which means that that guy's going to have a much harder time lining up a strike on you, unless you're like spotted by radar or something. But assuming that the carrier is the thing that's spotting you. I did launch some Make-A-Wish torpedoes out at the Duncan, but no such luck. I expected him to kind of turn out a little bit and try and get the Puerto Rico and get his guns going on that guy, but he ended up pausing behind the island, which is good for him because it meant that he dodged the torpedoes, so that works out for him. The Duncan walking is not something you want to see. But his guns are focused on the Puerto Rico right now, so I am going to try and help out my Puerto Rico how I can and where I can. Ended up taking a hit from, I think that was the Yoshino or the Kearsarge. I honestly don't remember. I think it was... I want to say it was the Kearsarge who wasn't happy about me farming him, but that right there was the fucking Yoshino. Because HE... And I'm going to greed a little bit more here. This Yoshino is going to be fucking annoying throughout this entire game, by the way. Because fucking Japanese HE. And I'm just going to be a fucking greedy idiot here. Oh, and look, there's a fucking submarine. And oh, look, here's more fucking planes. So, not a great spot here. I am confident I'm going to get away. That is the best drop that I've seen all year so far, by the way. Absolute A+ dropping right there. There's Yoshino shells that have the fucking dispersion of a fucking god. What the fuck? So, that's annoying. Where the hell did Fletcher go down at? All the way on the 10 line. I guess he got radared by the Congress. That Jutland is low. I think at this around this point, I'm telling Major B's, I'm like, hey, there's a Congress over there who's a radar cruiser. He's relatively low. You could be able to finish him off. The Jutland is also low. But right now we're having a thing that we call other problems because our entire team is kind of dying. On the bright side, the enemy team is also dying at relatively the same rate. But this Yoshino is going to be really fucking annoying. Because he's actually going to end up pushing in here. I do have my smoke, so I'm not too worried. But I see the planes here. I'm going to slow down. And this guy is going to be annoying. Fucker even dropped fighters over me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this Yoshino, I'm honestly, I half expected this Yoshino to push in with Hydro, but then there's a bit of what we call Musashi problems. I do end up kind of inting out of my smoke a little bit. I thought I was going to get one more puff to conceal me there, but Yoshino gets a really fucking annoying snapshot off even after I went dark, which is annoying. This fucker has actually had a pretty good lead on me this entire game, which you have to give him credit. He can hit his shots, which is more than you can say for most Yoshino players. Or I'm just fucking bad at the game. Either of those is possible. Right now he is going to have a thing that we call Musashi problems. Ended up... No, he didn't DCP. What I really want is to get this health buff that's right in front of me. But the carrier's coming over here and griefing my ass, which is really annoying. Gonna turn off my AA as I leave my smoke for the same reason I talked about earlier, to avoid being detected as much as possible and trying to deny, first of all, deny that Yoshino from getting a dying shot off on me, and also to avoid letting the Theseus get a accurate line up an accurate drop. So instead of shooting away with your AA guns and letting your detection bloom out to your AA range, what we're doing is turning off our AA so the carrier doesn't spot us until 2.7 kilometers, which can force them to panic drop, as I think you'll see happen a couple of times in this game. But the Cossack and the U-190 are kind of fucked off right now because I'm able to sit behind this island and get a little bit of shots off, but carrier is unfortunately gonna come back and grief my ass. I do have one more heal. Yeah, I am gonna use it right here because I can get the max value out of it, so no reason not to. And I am expecting to face check this Cossack right about here, because I think the Cossack has been spotted in about a minute and a half, and Cossack is not unlike most British destroyers, the Cossack is not particularly slow. In fact, he's in my mouth right here. So in that minute and a half that he was undetected, he very well could have closed that distance. And look, lo and behold, he did. And I'm going to get some blind fire into the Cossack smoke, because the Cossack is doing the thing that most destroyer players do when they smoke up, is that once they smoke up, a lot of players will immediately start reversing. I don't know why, but people do. And that's, like, when you see me blind firing into smoke, what I'm very often looking to shoot at is I want, when they smoke up and they slow down, I immediately try and shoot, first of all, where they had just gone dark from, but then I'll start slowly to adjust my aim behind that point as I'm blind firing, because like I just said, a lot of people tend to reverse when they smoke up, which is how I can sometimes get some pretty good blind fire in on some people. I am spotted on the surface because the Wu Jing turned a very annoying route. And yeah, this carrier is coming over here and griefing my ass. And I am telling BGBs, hey, there's a Cossack in my mouth. Can you come over here and do your thing? And he's like, yeah, here I come. So I do have BGBs coming over here to help me out. Cossack did end up smoking up, though. I'm actually not sure why the Cossack decided to smoke right there, but he did. There's the key down there.
Torpedoes to port.
Here comes submarine torpedoes. And based on that, the fact that these torpedoes were relatively accurate, here comes the fucking carrier again, who actually blind dropped my smoke even. I don't have my own smoke here, which is unfortunate. BGBs is actually going to come in fucking huge right here, because the Cossack ate one of his fucking torpedoes. And speaking of torpedoes, that is really fucking annoying. We love that torpedo tube spawn with random fucking health here, by the way. Oh, and look at that. The fucking carrier's coming over here to grief my ass. And I'm also spotted on 700 health in front of a fucking Ohio, so Convenient smoke generator cooldown, or lack thereof, rather. Now I'm just waiting to see if this carrier is coming back to grief me before I open up on the Ohio. The Ohio actually loaded HE. Lamau. Right now, I'm pretty much just gonna have to be glued to the fucking smoke. Especially because this fucking carrier is continuing to come back over here. I did not want to be shooting right there and give the Theseus something to blind drop. I think I am going to open up on the key here once I see that the Theseus is heading not at me. The Ohio actually gets burned down by the mains, which is huge. There's a submarine, like, literally just off screen, like, right over there. And look at that. Here comes this fucking carrier again. Though I do get obscenely lucky right there that the carrier blind dropped my smoke and then immediately turned off to the side instead of flying straight over the smoke. If he had done that, he would have detected me right there, and I very much would have died because there would have been a fucking key there, or the Theseus would have struck me. But he blind dropped the smoke and immediately turned, so I was actually able to slip away undetected there, which is pretty funny. There goes the key. So now, all we have to do is deal with the submarine. I'm not too worried about the key or the Theseus by itself. The main thing I was worried about is being spotted by the Theseus in front of an Ohio or a key. The Theseus by itself isn't too threatening because I can play around that with like I talked about earlier, keeping my AA off to prevent my bloom from keeping me detected. Yeah, I'm just gonna run at the submarine now. Do I remember the key to speed up replays? Yeah, here it is. Right now, I cannot afford to take a torpedo hit, even within the anti-shotgunning range. I have such low health that I can't afford to take a torpedo hit, just because, well, I don't have any fucking health left. And now it's just time for some revenge. I am gonna try and cap this. I don't have any smoke left, but it's not going to matter because the Theseus isn't even coming back for me. He's gonna... He pretty much knows he's lost this game. So he's just going for damage and possibly a carrier snipe on BGBs down there. I'm just going to cap the middle. Yeah, I am going to cap the middle. And I'm just going to wait for BGBs to spot this guy so I can try and get me a pelt here. Or I'm just going to miss everything. That works too. Or, never mind. There he goes. Fuck carriers, by the way. So, decent, fun little game there. That carrier, the Yoshino, were super fucking annoying. Yoshino, credit where it's due, was a pretty good shot. And the carrier was definitely annoying. But other than that, I think I've pretty much already said just about all I really have. 46,000 damage taken, by the way, from in a ship that has a base HP pool of 20k. Is that good or like no? That's literally over fucking double my max HP in damage right there. Don't we love arms race? So, yeah, that's it. I'll see ya.